And there we go. I got the fix. Oh, hey everybody! Happy Easter and happy 420. Yeah, just kidding. Okay, so I'm here at home with the holidays, as you can see, with our famous room where it first began. I know this episode took some time, timing issues, and focusing on the next episode because it's very special to me. I actually lost some time, and I was too busy with work, so it ended up becoming another T-Riff. Thank you for subscribing, and if you like, comment, and hopefully subscribe. Happy trails. Arranging the buffet supper. Wow, this is gonna suck. But maybe it's not too bad. I mean, this music's nice, and, well, it's a great T-Riff.
As Joan is making plans for entertaining a few of her friends at a buffet supper, she asks...
Okay, remember, the hooker has to be not baked in the cake next time. This is the wrong number, sweetie. This is the wrong number.
She asks what foods she should offer.
Is there food at a buffet?
What preparation she should make for arranging a buffet supper table. On the evening of her party, just before her guests arrive, June...
You mean she hasn't done this in the afternoon?
But she needs help in
wow, June, you're really slow.
The buffet supper is a bit different from other meals in that it is served in the later evening when only a light meal is wanted. Chairs will not be needed at the table since the guests will eat informally.
All right, just throw away the chairs then.
They wish to seat themselves. A plain linen tablecloth is proper for this type of service.
But it should have been an American flag, because this is America. But because she has a white tablecloth, it means that she's a communist. Go America. Make America great again. But
is meant as a token of respect and friendliness. Precision and symmetry are as necessary in arranging a table as is the choice of the proper service and decorations.
Alright, do you want it self-served, or do you want me to go...
June wants candles on the table.
Do it.
And has to be reminded that this type of candlestick would be good if she were using candles as the principal light for the supper. But since the candles are not to be the principal light, they should not be placed on the table at all.
Dang it, June. How are you going to get yourself a husband if you keep screwing this up?
However, her centerpiece of fruits is a proper choice. It is attractive without being obtrusive, and it is not expensive. But it should
yes,
be
because rotten peaches are always a good piece to show off on the table.
June enjoys the compliment on her centerpiece, but she still has a problem
but they're just being nice.
in arranging the table so that her guests can serve themselves without getting in each other's way.
Yeah, because we don't want any accidents.
Things around the table in the order in which each guest will help himself.
Like you do at a normal buffet.
These should not be stacked, but laid out singly. Staggering the forks helps the guest to pick one up easily.
Unless you have one hand. Actually, on a personal note, how would you do if you have like one hand and would you actually use your hook or a claw to eat as a fork? I'm curious about that.
The same principle applies naturally in larger matters. The buffet supper as a whole is designed as a simple meal which can be eaten simply. Since the guests will carry their food to another room, the service is made as simple as possible.
Man, it's so simple, right? Let's throw a buffet supper right now. It's so simple.
A single hot dish is offered and kept warm in a casserole. It may be a meat pie, macaroni and cheese, or whatever you prefer.
Ooh, mac and cheese.
It should be substantial, but it need not be expensive.
I think it's a casserole, because if it's a hot casserole dish, it's a casserole.
But still a food that doesn't require a knife or cutting, for they will
not pot brownies. Happy 420, everybody!
The same principle applies in offering a single cold dish, which is a balance for the hot dish. June has prepared individual salads, which can be placed on the same
individual salads? Don't be friends with June. That's the moral of the story, kids. Don't be friends with June.
The main dishes are spaced about the table so that each guest, as he goes around the table helping himself to each dish, will not be...
What about
crowded,
herself?
but
It's
have ample
everyone's
room.
coming for the party.
The other foods may be placed conveniently between the main dishes. The rolls that June is serving are kept warm in a napkin.
Little fat rolls,
and they
too.
have already
Oh,
been buttered
bread
in the
rolls.
kitchen. In this
Buttered?
way, the
What if
guest
someone's
may put
lactose
the
intolerant?
roll on
You
his
can get
plate
sued
and
for
not
that.
be bothered with a bread and butter plate. The entire meal, except for the dessert and drink, is put on the single plate, even the relish, or hors d'oeuvres, celery,
Relish?
onions, radishes, pickles, and so forth.
Yuck, who wants that for dessert? That's not
The
dessert, that's
is served
disgusting.
on separate plates, which have already been placed on the table. The offering of cake calls for another fork, and also in the serving for a
It's
cake
not
knife
even
and
sliced.
fork.
You know, if you're gonna serve
The
cake, you
dessert
gotta have it
plates are
sliced.
laid
It's a
singly
rule
like the
when you're
others.
throwing a buffet.
Now our table is completely set. June can be confident and proud of her arrangements. She
Now, if
has
only
a
she can get herself a
pleasing and proper
husband.
meal prepared for her guests. There is a hot casserole dish, hot buttered rolls, cold individual salads, relish. For dessert,
Yeah.
there is cake. On the buffet
Oh, good.
are the drinks, milk and punch. For older people, there would be
What about
tea
pop?
and coffee. The guests will
Coffee
help
for old
themselves
people?
from the tall pitchers.
Well, as I'm gonna
Now
say for all
everything
my
is
friends
ready,
that drink,
and we can
where's
be
the
certain
booze?
that each guest will be fully aware not only of the food, but of the attractiveness and convenience of the table arrangement. The table arrangement will be seen in itself as a gesture of consideration for the guest. And
Or they can just
here
pick up
is
some
the
McDonald's.
soul of etiquette, the proof of courtesy and friendliness.
oh, they'll eat it, but you know what's gonna happen. They're just gonna go drop by at McDonald's to pick up a burger. However, have a happy Easter and a good buffet.